Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Wha-Podcast episode 7. Tonight we have James Gunn versus Kevin Feige. We're back at Marvel versus DC. Now, I want to thank everybody who's joining us both live or on the replay. I'm excited for tonight's topic and for tonight's panel. We have a very special guest tonight that I'm going to introduce at the very end. But before I do, this is the part normally where Christian opens, but due to creative differences, we had to let Christian go because he was Team Iron Man, and as we all know, it's all about Team Cat, baby. So peace to no, I'm joking. He had some work stuff related, so he had to take care of that. So with that being said, today he will be absent, but I'm sure he will be supporting from home. But in the meantime, we do still have the third Musketeer in here. Let me bring in my boy Juan, aka Broke on Toys. What up, bro?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
How you doing today, man?
Good. I'm doing good, man. Yesterday's stream was fun, dude.
Oh, I know, man.
Yeah, it was hella fun. So if you haven't catch it, go catch it.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
had
man.
we had Carlos had Sergeant Bananas there, which was
Which was
pretty badass. I
bananas.
didn't know he had a book. Yeah, it was bananas. I didn't know. Did you know he had a book?
Yeah, yeah, I
You
did.
know that,
I
man.
did.
I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look for it. I'm probably gonna buy it.
I think you could buy it on Big Bad. I know it was available there for a while. So, but yeah,
That's
man, it was a crazy stream. Thank you for again for being there, and that was pretty
thank you,
fun as
dude.
well. But
Yeah.
let me bring in, I guess, tonight's third Musketeer. We'll bring in my boy. He's a phenomena in the community. He's a great community member. He's fantastic. He has a fantastic stream on the weekends. Let me bring in my boy Gio, the movie canon. Let me swing him in here. What up, Gio? How you doing, bro?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Dude, I am great that you're here, man. I think you're gonna save this show tonight. So I'm actually gonna leave now, and I'm gonna leave y'all in charge. So,
All right.
oh man,
Yeah.
no, yeah, we're doing good. Juan, you're doing good too, right?
Yeah, I'm doing alright, bro.
Not too
Chilling.
bad. Not too bad
It's
for a
Thursday.
Yeah.
Tuesday. Taco Tuesday today, ladies and gentlemen. I did not have tacos today. Did any of y'all have tacos today?
I had tacos yesterday. So there you
Ooh.
go.
I had
Uh,
Chick-fil-A early. Normally it's Chick-fil-A Wednesdays, but I had to get it today, man. Had to get it in today. Just it was just a audible that I had to do, man. So, but it was filling. Did not get my Polynesian sauce, but we'll talk about that later.
I started the keto diet with Cassandra, so
Oh,
we're seeing how that goes.
yeah. Well, you look slimmer already, bro. You look slimmer
I
already.
wish.
All right. So tonight we're going to be talking about, like I said at the beginning in the intro, we're going to be talking about discussing James Gunn's DCU versus Kevin Feige's infamous MCU and what we think is going to be the next big thing. Like right now, I feel like it's fair game. I think MCU has dominated for quite a while now, and right now I feel like we're back at ground zero, and we're gonna go head to head again in 2025. So, um, we're gonna put you on the spot, Gio. Here, what do you think is gonna be the route or direction that these movies take, and what's your opinion on James Gunn versus Kevin Feige?
well, it's kind of hard to say right now since we haven't seen what James Gunn is going to do with his
Mm-hmm.
DC universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can only go based on the projects that he's done, like the Suicide Squad, obviously Guardians, and he's going to have a little bit more of input. Well, actually, a lot more input
Mm-hmm.
as to what's gonna move forward with his overall universe. So I mean, James Gunn is a great director, great writer. He considers himself to be more of a storyteller than director, really.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's actually doing all of it. He's
Mm-hmm.
directing, he's writing, he's running a studio. How the hell he's doing all that, I have no idea.
That's
but
crazy, right?
yeah, like I said, we don't really know exactly what he's going to do, but I'm excited for it. I'm hopeful for it. And when it comes to Kevin Feige, obviously we have this long list of the things that he's done, right? So even before the MCU, he was still doing some Marvel stuff. He was still
Yeah.
executive producing like X2 and part of Spider-Man, I believe, from
Mm-hmm.
the Raimi one. And so we do have more of a sample size, a huge sample size from Kevin Feige than we do from James Gunn. So it's kind of hard to say there, but both great.
Juan, what do you think, bro? Good talk, good points, Gio. Good points. I'd like to hear about what Juan has to say, and then we'll get into some more discussions, more details about that. Some questions that I have for you guys.
Look, I'm not a James Gunn hater because I like his movies. I recently saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and I thought it was a good movie. You know, the only thing that differentiates DC from Marvel, in the past years, was the grittiness of that the direction that they were taking, right? Which is new. People, these are superheroes. They're supposed to be saving the world. They're not supposed to be killing, etc., right? As far as James Gunn's direction with the Superman movie, which is going head to head with the Fantastic Four, which is the reason for the video, right? Is because the cast, the cast is it's so diverse, and it gives me more of a Guardians of the Galaxy cast type stylish, where he brings a bunch of people from different areas, from different groups. You have serious actors who with a more serious tone, and then you have the funny characters like the guy who got casted as Guy, the Green Lantern, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be a very well mixed. Like Gio said, I think James Gunn is a great storyteller, right? You can definitely see that in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with how at the end we kind of knew, but he kind of directed everybody towards the focal point of the Guardian movie, which was Rocket is the main character, right? Not necessarily Star-Lord. And with Marvel, I think the superhero genre right now is taking like a deep downhill, and I think it's not necessarily because I think it's died down. I think it's just because the movies haven't been great, and the shows haven't been great, like or they haven't met expectations per se, right? So I think is it June 2025 when the movies are coming out? June?
Correct. Yeah.
July.
Right? Or July 2025 is going to be a very important month.
Be a hot summer.
Yes.
Hot summer.
Literally. And it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a really important time in the superhero industry, because it's either gonna make it back to what it was, or it's gonna break it. And to be fair, I don't know. Maybe studios at that point might just say, I don't think we're ready for another superhero film till so. I mean, especially with Sony, destroying what was that movie, Madame Web? Like, geez, like it just gives you that perspective. Like, I don't know.
Gio voted as movie of the year. Gio voted Madame Web year.
No, I have my movie of the year, and it's not a comic book movie.
Mm-hmm. Madame Web is pure art.
What about you, man? What'd you think?
Well, before I give you my thoughts, let me get into the chat real quick. I got my boy Brick in the house, so real quick, let me plug in Brick. I'm gonna be on his show on Monday, so I'm gonna be with him. I'm gonna be taking a little break from the Zio Lounge for about 2 weeks, possibly, and then I'll come back. And I already have a special guest for that one as well, so I'm excited for that one. So I'll be on Brick's show. The Wha-Push is what I meant for sure, man. Appreciate you being here, Brick. Miami Nemesis in here saying cheers, boys. So heck yeah, man. Brick Artemis, James Gunn will kill this in a good way. I'm positive he's gonna do a great job. I don't see him ruining his career with this. That's a good take. Here's my opinions on all this. I think it's gonna be great summer for opportunity for us. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to get us back into theaters and really have us moving again consistently. I think this is going back to what you touched on, Juan, which is going to be make it or break it, because this will really prove the superhero fatigue, right? Because what's coming, like, let me look back and just think real quick. What's coming from Marvel that summer? Is it Fantastic Four, right?
Fantastic Four, right? So, there's actually like 4 movies coming out next year from MCU. So,
my opinion with this is, this will be a really good toe-to-toe matchup in terms of not building from hype. Everybody's excited for Deadpool 3, right? But there's nothing technically new from that besides Wolverine in a yellow suit. Like, everybody's hyped on Wolverine, but Wolverine's been doing it for the longest, right? And Deadpool, obviously, Ryan Reynolds, he was literally born for that role as well. So to see Fantastic Four hopefully start from scratch, and to see Superman Legacy start from scratch, like these are two first times that we're going to see these characters, will be a true matchup. Like this will be a true matchup. This will really define what they are going to pace themselves with. I really hope that DC does prevail in terms of succeeding enough to continue this first, because let's just say James Gunn fails. What happens then? Do we reboot? Right? Let's just say he fails. What do we have going as DC fans? Like, again, we're back at ground zero. Again, we're freaking casting another Superman. Again, we're looking for, and I'm not saying that he's gonna fail. I'm just saying, like, we need him to succeed, because there is, like, you know, like there's that quote from Endgame when Captain America is like, we're gonna do this because I don't know what I'm gonna do if we don't, you know, like when they're gonna go face off Thanos. Like that's exactly what I feel like. If we don't succeed, I don't know what we're gonna do as DC fans. Now, Gio, I know you're a DC fan. I know Juan's a DC fan. I myself am not a DC fan. No, I'm kidding. I love DC. That's like, I'm team DC. But dude, like I know that there's like 6 DC characters back here just right now. But dude, we really have our hopes and dreams right now on James Gunn, which is great because he has a great track record. He has a good rep in terms of coming in clutch and really succeeding. But I will say, Superman Legacy, this movie, should it be about Superman or should it be about all these characters? This is the Iron Man of the DCU going forward. Shouldn't it be just
you froze.
Am I frozen?
No, not anymore.
No.
Okay. So like, should this movie not be just purely focused on Superman, which I hope James Gunn can do great, because this will really set the tone to what this Superman's going to bring to the table versus what he's been doing. Because, you know, in the past, he's been really good at sharing the screen with multiple characters. Suicide Squad, a bunch of characters. Guardians of the Galaxy, multiple characters. I need him to make this Superman and like really define like that universe, to really have, you know, establish what his tone's going to define what our Batman's going to be, you know, because whatever that Superman's going to be, it's going to have to reflect what Batman would be in that verse, in terms of what type of grittiness he's going to bring, or just the chemistry that they're going to have on screen and things like that. So I do hope they succeed. Kevin Feige, obviously successful. I do think that we're on the end of that like golden age of superhero movies, right? Like I think that peaked during Infinity War Endgame. I think we're on the decline, and unless they bring that heat, man, like I do think that it's time for us to either, I don't know, look somewhere else, like move on, like, because I don't, you know, like these movies are really keeping cinema alive in certain ways in terms of bringing in money, bringing in people to the theaters, because a lot of the other movies, although are amazing and they have great quality, great screenplays, it's the superhero movies that are bringing in people to the theaters, right? They're the ones keeping those theaters, I guess, going. And, you know, if that's where it's gonna hang on, it's gonna be a little bit tough it's gonna be a little tough, man. It's gonna be a little tough. But
the thing with James Gunn is that he decided, I don't know, he decided to stop all other productions. Like Superman and Lois on CW was coming to an end because he didn't want it to clash with his Superman. So he said, hey, we're gonna have to basically end it, right? Mm-hmm. And so like a lot of the other DC projects that have been like either in pre-production or that are on production, he kind of just stopped them.
Yeah.
So, you know, to develop his universe, because his universe includes, you know, all TV, all movies, and what was the other one too? Animation as well.
Yeah.
Video games.
and video games are all kind of connected to each other. So, I mean,
Yeah.
like Gio said, it's a huge job. I don't know how. I don't know how this guy is doing it.
It's a lot,
Dude, I
lot of
can't even-
pressure, a lot of pressure for James Gunn because he has to, like you said, deliver in this movie, and I think that's why he decided to, I'm gonna, like you, I don't know if you said this before or not,
Yeah.
Carlos, but he's gonna be like the Thanos, right? He's
Yeah.
gonna,
Yeah.
he's gonna do it himself,
That's crazy, bro.
because it's like he's running the studio, he's writing the Superman legacy, he's directing it, and it's just like, and that's the very first big one that's coming out.
And I'm sure he's overseeing the following projects too, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So he's doing all that too. So it's like, how do you have all this time to do all this? But I think,
I mean, at the
if they
same
were
time,
gonna
he wrote
pick someone-
Peacemaker.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So he's still working on
Yeah.
Peacemaker season 2, and so it's just kind of like, well, I think because they're going to reboot this new DC universe, and I think Warner Brothers Discovery was like, well, we need to get someone who the fans or just the general audience will be excited for, whoever they pick to run this DC studio, and that's why I think James Gunn was a good choice, a good pick.
Mhm.
And he has, like I said, a good reputation, with Guardians, the MCU. Like I think Juan, you mentioned that it's in the decline, so it's not doing well lately. So that's part of the high, I guess, part, or the best part of the MCU currently is what James Gunn is doing within the universe right now. So that was a great idea to do that. But we'll see how that turns out.
You think?
It'll be
You
interesting.
think that somebody's gonna back up first from July?
No. I don't think so.
The two movies of Fantastic Four or
Yeah,
Superman.
Yeah, Superman.
they're
pretty much.
They're like 2 weeks apart, or 2 to 3 weeks apart. So July 11th, Superman Legacy, and then Fantastic Four, I think, is come out towards the end of July, like July 25th or something like that.
20 something, yeah.
Yeah, so it should be fine, because the summer season, the movie summer season, they release a big movie like every week, from like May to like Labor Day. So I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine there.
I will say that one thing that I think DC may suffer from is, Marvel has been pulling in some names for their actors. Like that's also gonna bring in a lot of attention, like Pedro Pascal, even Joseph Quinn. A lot of people really like them in Stranger Things, and then you look at I look at the Superman casting. I'll be honest with you, I've never seen half of those, like 90% of those actors, or they're not as big named, or like that's where I feel like DC needs to step it up, because right now there's rumors of Henry Cavill being casted in Marvel somewhere, different projects. I hope all these theories are. All these theories about him being Cyclops are true, because
that's what I was gonna say.
I would lose my shit. Like my favorite X-Men is Cyclops, and if we end the next phase of the MCU with Henry Cavill saying to me my X-Men like they did in that fucking trailer, like I'm losing my shit. Like I'm losing my shit. Like
you're gonna jump ship from Man of Steel Cavill to Cyclops Cavill.
No,
I probably jumped too, man.
Dude, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he's gonna get a lot of people in if he's casted as a, in general, if he's casted into Marvel, like people are gonna be interested in seeing him. Like, a lot of huge fans of him from The Witcher, from I don't know, like he's been in a lot of movies, Mission Impossible. Like he's been in a lot. So Superman, he's been, dude. I mean, that's where I think DC may lose the edge if they don't pick somebody up that's at that type of status, man. I think they do need to get an iconic actor in there somehow to be able to match that, because James Gunn, whether he's had a good track record, he's starting over with DC because we don't know what he's going to do, and it doesn't hurt to have somebody of that status on your movie. You know what I mean? You got that A-list actor. It's like an extra little ace in the sleeve that you may need, you may not need, but it's good to have it than not have it. You know what I mean? So I do think that DC needs to do get an A-list actor that, and they did good casting Lex Luthor. I think that's one of their like
Nicholas
Holt.
yeah, I think that's one of their one of the like new great actors that we have in this upcoming.
I'm not gonna lie. I think he looks good in that picture they took with his head shaved and everything. I think he looks good. Yeah. He looks like a very comic book esque Lex Luthor.
Yeah. So
supposedly they have they already have an idea of who's going to play that Booster Gold.
Is it that new actor from?
I'm not sure if it's brand new, but supposedly they already have that person cast, and they made it seem like it was like someone significant, but so we might just have to wait to see. Maybe James Gunn already has someone in line to like you said, some like A-lister or whatever to be in the DC.
I can't see Christopher Pratt as a Booster Gold. Let me get these comments real quick. Hold on, give me a second.
All right,
real quick. Brick Artemis saying, I think if it bombs, you're looking at DC holding for a long while. I agree, man, and I don't want that, man. I really don't want that. As much as I wish the Snyderverse would continue, we're getting this new verse, and I hope it succeeds because I need something, man. I need something. Got to get my fix in. Yeah, I'm not getting any younger waiting for these movies, and I agree, man. We're like, to wait for another 10 years to get some sort of epic conclusion to something. It's ridiculous, right? If we have to wait that long again and again and again. My boy Austin Nicholas in here. I'm going to be meeting Austin. We had a little audible. We were going to go to Tennessee, but things came up, and we're going to end up meeting in Dallas. So we're going to reroute those plans to Dallas. So we'll be meeting up next weekend, not this weekend. So if anybody's in the Dallas area or wants to come down to Dallas, let us know. We're going to be meeting up there with Collector Joey, Austin, and then Spotchka, and a few other locals that are in the Dallas area. So I'm going to see if I can invite some people from Texas as well to head over there. Juan may show up. Austin, I see you everywhere. He's always supporting, dude. Always supporting. It says, you guys should really listen to the Let Me Inside You episode with James Gunn, hosted by the guy who played Lex in Smallville. Talks a lot about future of DC. I think he even talked to him about casting him as Lex Luthor, or they talked about it briefly or something. I don't know. It came up. So I have seen that one. Let's see. Yo, if he's Cyclops, that's bringing some major heat, says the other Cyclops. Little pin art right there.
Right.
But yeah, dude, Cyclops was always my favorite X-Men. Real quick, who's everybody's favorite X-Men? I'll go down the line and then the check and can go down. But the guy from Booster Gold is also interested in Maverick. Yeah, that's who I think would be a good candidate for Booster Gold. Juan, who's your favorite X-Men? The Wolverine.
To be honest with you, I don't know.
The Blob.
I think if I had to pick one, it'd probably most likely be Gambit.
Oh, did not see that one. Channing Tatum to Gambit, or
no? It'd be Tim Riggins Gambit.
Yeah, Tim Riggins. Taylor Kitsch. Tyler Kitsch.
Tyler Kitsch.
X-Men Origins, I believe. Wolverine or something like that. Or Wolverine Origins or something like that. Yeah. Gio, who's your favorite X-Men character?
Well, he's not really an X-Men character per se. Could it be a villain?
Sure, we'll take it. Of course.
All right. Well, Magneto.
He doesn't count. Yeah, Magneto is Magneto. I know Austin loves Magneto, man. I would be okay. I would be okay with Henry Cavill being cast as Magneto as well, though. I'm not gonna lie. I saw some people talking about that in the chat. Just don't give me Henry Cavill as Professor X. That would just be weird, you know. It's like he don't even need the chair. He just walks with his arms, you know. Like,
yeah, so when I was younger, I was a bigger fan of Cyclops, and then I got more into like Wolverine. But then I was like, you know what, I like Magneto's backstory, even though he's technically not, you know, X-Men or not a good guy or whatever. He's like the villain. I just like his backstory. Just in general, I just like Magneto more. But if it's between the X-Men, I guess now I would say Wolverine. But for a long time, I did like Cyclops.
Nice. Yeah, I just remember the animated series as a kid a lot, and then also the figures. I like the Wolverine, the Cyclops, because they used to light up. So
Oh,
that was my major selling point. But dude, if we get Henry Cavill as Cyclops, damn, that would
I don't
be,
know,
even
man.
if it was like a what if, like that would be dope, man. That'd be cool. Like,
So that was gonna be my question. Like the thing with James Gunn, and I think it's one of the things that is just kind of in a way putting like I don't know, like this thing over me about James Gunn is the fact that uh, the Snyder verse cult is like a really big, they managed to get the Snyderverse out, or the Justice League cut out from Zack Snyder and all that stuff. But in a way, James Gunn is saying, no, we're not gonna proceed with that because it's my universe and it's this and whatever. But he decided to keep on, Matt Reeves' Batman as a Elseworld story, right? And it's not
yeah.
the only one. It's not the only one. It's there's other projects out there that are kind of on an Elseworld
mhm.
universe, and I think a lot of fans are kind of I'm gonna say mad because what I've seen, people are mad, or it's the fact that you're calling these Elseworld stories, but you won't let, like, the studio won't let Zack Snyder finish his thing. So I don't know. I think it's more of a gripe with the executives with Warner Brothers rather than James Gunn, because James Gunn and Zack Snyder have worked together. I think they worked
Yeah,
together in
Dawn of the Dead.
what's that? Dawn of the
That,
Dead.
yeah.
Yeah,
James
he
Gunn
wrote
wrote.
the screenplay for
He wrote
that.
the screenplay. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like that's one thing. Like you talked about it just like at the intro, Juan. You mentioned how they canceled that Superman show because they didn't want no competing stuff. But yet we still have
Yeah.
a Matt Reeves Batman. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
that
we're gonna
part.
have a Peacemaker with the same John Cena, and then obviously his wife will still be
Mhm.
the same character,
We don't.
and then
Well, it seems like they're gonna end up merging them.
Yeah,
There's something's gonna have to happen in Peacemaker 2, where I think they're going with that Deadpool Flashpoint,
yeah.
and
thing.
then and then aren't they doing like a Waller series as well?
They're doing a
Uh,
Waller series,
yeah, with the same actress, with what's her
Viola
name?
Davis.
Right, Viola
Viola
Davis.
Davis. Yeah.
Same actors that were in the previous universe. So it's like, well, I mean, he's just
Yeah.
keeping the ones that he was working on. So except Henry Cavill is like, you're out.
I know, man. That was messed up too. Um,
And I mean,
I-
and Kevin Cornswet and Henry Cavill, dude, you can't tell me they don't look alike.
yeah. I mean, Henry
Like they look so similar. Like I mean,
Cavill's the standard.
maybe Kevin Cornswet looks a little bit younger, but I mean, I don't know. To me, they're almost there. We're gonna get a Hot Toys figure of this Superman, and I bet you anything they're gonna recast Henry Cavill's.
They're just gonna work off that.
They're gonna save money doing that,
Dude, that'll be hilarious. You get the
They're
same.
like, we're gonna
quote.
give you this. This is what
Uh,
you're getting.
Abisai came in here. Abisai said, "What's up, baby?" He says, "Henry can't get away from that heat vision, bro. I hope not. I hope not. I hope they bring that up if he gets that Cyclops role. But that would just, for me, that if they got him as Cyclops, I'd
But you know what?
automatically take Marvel to dub.
That'd be like a huge slap to the face to DC.
That's what I'm saying.
Kevin
what I'm
Feige trying
saying.
like, we took away your Superman, now he's Cyclops,
Yeah, dude.
And he's gonna be the leader of the X-Men.
Austin, I know Austin's a huge Magneto fan, so he's over here saying Magneto over everything. Yeah, man. I think that if Marvel is gonna take this, it's not just gonna come down to, like I said, the screenplay, but it's like I really think it's gonna come to the actors, man. I think the actors play a huge role, and these actors, while they're still gonna establish themselves as their new roles, it's gonna be very, very tricky, because I know, like, just look at Robert Pattinson's Batman, very successful, right? People were very hesitant on that casting for a while, and I've heard some people still complain about it, man, because they weren't happy from the beginning. So it's just so uncertain, because we don't know, like, next year, 2 years, these movies might get delayed, bro. First of all, like they're like, these movies are getting delayed left to right. So like, going back to what you said about whether they're gonna back out on July, like, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if like
You
they're
think
like,
they're gonna delay him?
bro, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like Superman Legacy delayed to 2026 because of reshoots or some shit like that. Like,
Oh, man, I don't think so.
I feel like I hear that on the news every day. Like reshoots,
Something's been
reshoots,
delayed or
reshoots,
yeah.
reshoots, and like, I hope not, man, because it would be nice to see toe to toe. But I honestly think that come this summer of not this summer, next year,
Mhm.
I think Marvel has the lead, bro. I mean,
I think I agree. I think Marvel has
Yeah.
the upper hand here. I think they have the upper hand. Do you
They-
think that they will win the box office between if they go head to head? I think whoever decides to take reshoots first is throwing a white flag because they don't want to go head to head in that month. But if they do go to head, do you think that Marvel takes the box office with Fantastic Four?
100%. I think.
Gio, what do you think?
I don't know, because like I said, it really depends how the other Marvel movies before it do. Are they still going to continue in the decline? Because there's going to be like 2 movies, I believe, before Fantastic Four. We're going to get the Captain America movie, and we're going to get I think Thunderbolts. Right, Thunderbolts. So those 2 movies are coming right before Fantastic Four. So if those movies don't do well, they're not received well, I think it will impact a bit of the Fantastic Four. The Superman Legacy has I would say the upper hand in the way that people are curious to see what is this James Gunn DC movie is going to look like. So I think that might actually drive a lot more people to see that. But if the other 2 MCU movies do well, going back to how they were, which I doubt, but let's say they go back to MCU golden age or whatever you want to call it, then maybe Fantastic Four will end up doing well. And then obviously however the movie does, I mean, if the movie sucks, then obviously it's not going to probably do well. But it's kind of hard because right now I would say probably Superman Legacy would do better at this point, only because, like I said, what we've seen of the MCU lately. So depends on what happens.
I think it's going to come down to those last little, I'm not going to lie, those last little mid-end credit scenes in those last Marvel movies to really hype up this Marvel movie, man. I think they all they have to do is show a little teaser, show a little something, and you know how we got when we used to get those back in the day when we would see Thanos or we would see like something crazy, so I that's where I feel like Marvel has the opportunity to bring in more hype release, because unfortunately James Gunn doesn't have a lot to release between now and next year. Is anything coming out between now and then
from DC?
Yeah, no, right? That's the first.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so like they're gonna literally start fresh from scratch. But the only difference between these 2 movies, when I look at what DC has in store, is they have James Gunn, but it's who they're bringing in, right? Like Marvel, Fantastic Four, very popular character, but Superman is iconic in all kinds of ways in modern day compared to the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four, I think, have always been great, but I think in modern day, I guarantee you ask 9 out of 10 people, like, they'll be able to tell you, like, hey, that's Superman, but they won't be able to tell you maybe like half of the Fantastic Four characters or the names of these characters and stuff like that. So that's the one thing that I feel like it's gonna be what's really bringing in those people for DC. Obviously, you got those James Gunn fans, which is going to help out, and the Marvel fans who are supporting James Gunn. So that's going to be great. But I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the hate for James Gunn from the Snyder first cult it's kind of strong, man. I truly believe that.
I know it's gonna be a few things here and there, but I think what's gonna really, really define these movies is also the rewatchability. how many people will go back and watch those movies. So I think the more iconic the movie, the more interesting the movie is. I think will really determine who's directing the Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, you know what? I forgot the director's name. I think last name
Isn't
is
it
Shankman.
villain?
WandaVision. He was the showrunner, I believe, of WandaVision. I think his last name is Shankman or something like that.
Oh
That's
yeah,
gonna
Matt
be
Shankman.
that's gonna be interesting to see what route they take with that guy. You know, like so, and you know, the other important part that's gonna also happen is Superman. You know, obviously there's gonna be a bunch of characters in Superman Legacy. We've already seen a lot of the casting.
Yeah.
But another important piece that we still have to rely on that we have not seen, at least we don't know, maybe I'm sure they've done a bunch of tests already, but that's going to be very pivotal to the Fantastic Four is the chemistry that the team has, right? Not only is it going to take great castings or great acting, but the chemistry that's portrayed on screen is going to be huge. And it's going to really show what team they have with the Fantastic Four, because if it doesn't, I guess, run like we feel like it should at this time of day where we have high expectations for Marvel, that might also come back and bite them, right? If these characters just don't work well together in terms of acting, then that could hurt the movie too.
Like the 2015 movie. That movie, I felt like the actors weren't working well together.
Oh,
I don't even
the
remember
Fantastic
that
Four
one.
movie.
With Miles Teller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They seem kind of. I don't know.
I agree, Brick.
In there.
I agree, Brick.
When it comes to the chemistry of the actors with the characters, I have 100% faith in James Gunn in delivering that. You know, as we see Guardians of the Galaxy, so you know, a lot of people like the characters, even more so probably than the story. Really, I think they really like more the characters, the chemistry. You know, seeing them together. And I'm sure James Gunn will put extra attention, just like he did for Guardians, for this Superman Legacy movie that he's writing and directing. So I'm very confident that he will definitely deliver with that chemistry aspect that you just mentioned here.
Yeah, it'll be good. I mean, I think, like you said, I think another important part, like when I picture movies and stuff like that, is not only just the chemistry that the actors have, but also the director, right? I think the directors the directors set the tone, right? Like I remember seeing an interview with Cillian Murphy talking about Oppenheimer and how there was no chairs on set. Like it was all freaking work. Like, you know, like it's a Christopher Nolan movie, right? Like I think there's set expectations with said directors, and James Gunn, like from what we've seen, must be doing something great, because like you said, it's like you could see it on screen what the actors that he is directing can bring to the table, because I think, you know, he's established a great relationship and culture with those actors. So I just hope that they do good. Go ahead, bro.
I'm thinking about this more like a football team. You know how coaches are like a player's coach.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with directors. I think directors have to be an actor's director, where they should be able to voice certain opinions. I mean, these guys have been acting for a long time, or even if they've started, I think they have a different perspective in the industry where they should be able to bring certain ideas or certain things to the table. And if the director listens to them and thinks that they could work with it, I think that's what makes the movie even better, right? Because I think Chris Pratt's more of a what is that, the type of actor, and like an improv actor where he just kind of does his own thing. And I feel like every Chris Pratt character is Chris Pratt. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a Chris Pratt mixed with the character, and he does it so well. And you can see that in Guardians, and you can see that in the Jurassic World movies. But that's one thing that kind of dawns on me. Like, James Gunn does have a lot on his plate, and like a football coach, if he's manager and he's coach, like, a lot of the attention has to go to somewhere else. And I hope, since it's the beginning, I hope that it's very well managed. And I think later in the future, where he's able to finally direct the DC universe as he envisions it, he'll probably take a step back from directing, even though he does want to direct another movie. From what I hear, once he sets that tone in the studio, then I think it could work. But I mean, if he's working, I mean, it sounds like he's working a lot. Honestly,
Yeah,
I just hope he doesn't fumble.
it'll be all right. I think he just needs to. I think he just needs to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much at the same time.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think like he has I think he has a great number of people in that movie, considering it's the first Superman movie. Right? Like
Yeah.
I look back at, I don't know, let's look back at the first Iron Man movie. Let's just look at the first Iron Man movie. How many people were in that movie? I can think
Just
about
Iron Man.
I think about Iron Man, Happy, Pepper, Killmonger. What else? That's it, right? Now, granted, that was an origin story, but you look at Captain America, first one.
Wait, you said Killmonger?
No, not Killmonger.
Ironmonger.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I was like, wait, what? Did I miss?
Yeah. That was a what if episode. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I look at Captain America and I'm like, who else was in that movie? There was like 3-4 people in there in the total movie, right? And not like, I know that these are origin stories, but then we look at other movies like Winter Soldier, great sequel, right? Great sequel. Again, it was only like 4 or 5 characters, and the James Gunn in this first movie is doing a lot of characters in that movie, and whether they're gonna have small cameos or not, I just, like I said, I hope he's not trying to do too much when we're barely establishing a universe. Like, that's where a lot of people would complain that Zack Snyder failed, right? That he was trying to do too much, trying to boost everything so early on. So,
that was also studio.
But that's where like people complain about the Snyder film, right? That he was trying to do too much. And again, it comes back to DC, right? And now James Gunn is DC, but here he's the one that's bringing in all these characters.
You know what I see James Gunn's movie like an animation movie. You know how in animated movies you have like a bunch of people and they just show up for like, I don't know, maybe like a third of the movie sometimes, and then they just kind of wander off, and then and then it zones in on the focus of the movie, the main character. That's how I kind of see this movie going.
I think he'll be good. I think he'll be good at mixing it. We've seen Guardians, we've seen the Suicide Squad. I think he's good at having multiple characters in a movie, and then focusing on the main ones, right? So I'm not that concerned that they're gonna bring in, I think, Supergirl. Who knows for how long? Maybe she's just not gonna be there that long. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're gonna focus on Superman, Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, and then they'll bring these little DC characters, peppered in there so that you can see, these are characters that you're gonna see later in the DC universe. But I don't think he's gonna focus on them too much. Like I said, we've seen this collaboration with all these characters with James Gunn, and he does them very, very well. Like even in the Suicide Squad, do you remember when they first announced that he was making the Suicide Squad, and then you kept hearing, oh, so and so got cast, and this actor got cast, and even fucking what's his name, Pete Davidson got cast, and then and they're just like, what movie is James Gunn making here, right? So it's kind of like, but then you saw the movie, and you focus on just a few amount of characters that were like leads, right? And then, but we still saw all those other characters. I mean, they got taken out like the first act, the first like 20 minutes. So you just don't know like what he has in mind. So I'm confident that the fact that he's bringing all these people, I don't think it's gonna translate into a bad movie or whatever.
Do you think
that? Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you think that there is already a Justice League established in this universe?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. Actually, I think they're just trying to see how are we gonna do with this first movie or whatever, and then who knows.
It'll be interesting.
Who are you excited? Who are you most excited to see?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, anyone.
Who I'm more excited in Superman Legacy?
Yeah.
Well, I mean the lead. Like I really want to see like how he's going to turn out in this movie with the direction of James Gunn, and is he going to act like Henry Cavill, just looking a little younger? Because they kind of look like each other. I mean, you know, they look kind of the same. So I'm curious to see what take James Gunn is going to do specifically with the story. But yeah, as far as like the characters, you know, I just want to see how his Superman is gonna look. Did you guys ever watch that one James Gunn? I think he produced it.
Brightburn.
Called? There you go, Brightburn.
Yeah,
Brightburn. I know he didn't like direct it or anything like that, but
well, that's when he was in Hot Water.
What was that?
That's when he produced that when he was in Hot Water.
Oh, okay.
With the whole getting fired and from Marvel and all that stuff. Yeah, that's when he decided to produce it. And I don't know if he meant to, you know, get the word out that he was producing it because he didn't want the movie to suffer from the fact that, you know, he was attached to it. But I watched it. I thought it was a good movie. I mean, it was such a crazy turn of events, you know, on a character who's beloved and making him into a villain type of deal. And I wouldn't mind seeing that as an Osborn story here in the DCU. You know, like bring the franchise over and do what you gotta do on that side. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, I think James Gunn has a passion for Superman, just a Superman in general. So that's why I'm a bit confident with that he'll do well.
Well, hopefully they do, man. Hopefully they do. Let me get in here real quick. Brick saying we need some kick-ass trailers. I think that's 100% true, man. We do need some kick-ass trailers. I think we need to get something already, bro. Like I got that. I mean,
we need a suit league. That's what I want.
They showed us Fantastic Four already. They got to show us something Superman related soon. Like they got to bring it soon, man. Because I like the anticipation is killing me. Why do you think there's so many characters in the Superman film? It reminds me of how Black Adam was done. I mean, that's what I'm saying, but
that's not a good comparison.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's the first movie.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
I hope so.
Yeah, but I have my gripes with Black Adam. Black Adam was just, it was overhyped, and I think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson
overdid that role.
Promised something and he didn't deliver, and it kind of ruined the movie basically. I think, and besides the fact that he ruined the character,
and he needed Superman at the end.
And he needed Superman at the end. When in reality, he needed Shazam. Like from the beginning, it should have been Shazam. You know, I think he ruined the character. And I mean, nothing against The Rock, but it's just kind of like
it was The Rock.
It was The Rock.
I think he thought he could just be The Rock, like Tony Stark, like Robert Downey Jr. was just Robert Downey Jr. for Iron Man, and I don't think that he portrayed what Black Adam should have been. I don't know. Like I thought I was watching WWE half the time, man.
Watching WrestleMania with
watching WrestleMania with freaking Pierce Brosnan, you know. But
four-way elimination match.
I do say that figure is fire, bro. I think if I see that figure,
it's a badass figure.
I might pick it up, bro. I might pick it up because I need a Black Adam in the shelf. Because who knows when we're gonna get a Black Adam in the new DCU, if we even get one.
We need to get a Shazam.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, here we go. Like another 10 years waiting for like this to develop. I think I read that one already. Yomo in the house saying, "Yo, what up, Yomo? The goat." But yeah, man, I hope that we get something going, man. I hope we get some trailers now. Let me ask y'all this. This is my question for y'all. Which one are you more excited to see? Fantastic Four or Superman Legacy?
I'm gonna.
I know your answer already.
I'm gonna say I think I'm a little bit more not more excited, but I think I'm more interested in watching Fantastic Four.
Nice. Didn't see that one coming.
And I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
And I think it's because the fact that the first two movies that took care of these characters were not so great. I mean, even though the first Fantastic Four, I thought it was good, but after that, it just kind of derailed.
Oh, yeah, I
and,
love
and
those.
then the 2015 movie was hot garbage. I mean, I think I'm more intrigued to see what direction the MCU takes with them, especially with Pedro Pascal at the lead, and seeing how I mean, this dude has grown up with popularity, skyrocketed, after the last couple of years. So
yeah. Well, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good point. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna say Superman Legacy. Not gonna lie.
man, I think I trust James Gunn, and I want to see. I gotta see what Marvel decides to do with these movies coming forward.
I don't trust DC, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't trust DC.
The studio.
Yeah, the studio. Gio?
Superman
Legacy.
So
Why?
we've seen a Suicide Squad movie already, right? Before James Gunn was announced that he was going to make another Suicide Squad movie. And we have similar characters, but he brought his quote unquote flavor to the Suicide Squad, and it elevated much higher, much better. So Superman, we've seen a lot of Superman movies. They're kind of similar or whatever, but again, I am confident that James Gunn has something under his sleeve that we're gonna like, and that's why I'm more excited about Superman Legacy than Fantastic Four. So far, we've seen some very bad Fantastic. Well, actually, I think all the Fantastic Four movies were not good. None of them were great at all.
I like the first one.
So, well, at least for me, obviously, for me, but I didn't think that they were really good. So I don't know. Maybe it's just the characters, the story itself, that they're just not really that fascinating. I know that when it comes to the comic, especially in modern day, the modern era, contemporary times or whatever, I don't think Fantastic Four was actually doing well with the comics. So I don't think people were that really interested in the Fantastic Four in the comic level. But I think Superman is more known. And like I said, James Gunn component, that element there, that's going to make the big difference. That's definitely going to make that better movie there.
Let me ask you this now. Would you be more excited for Fantastic Four if James Gunn was directing Fantastic Four?
Yes.
That would have been crazy, right? That's like a missed opportunity by Marvel right there. Like, that's his specialty. Multiple characters in a movie. So I wonder if Marvel failed there by letting him go to DC. Did they not offer him enough, or maybe creative differences along the way?
I think it's what Gio said. I think he's really invested into the Superman character.
It'll be good. And
then the other thing is, have you guys seen? I know a lot of people haven't seen this movie called Slither. Did you guys see that movie?
Yeah, it's a long time ago,
one?
but
Slither?
it was such a
Slither?
creepy ass movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
With the giant worm at the end, or what is that?
It's like an alien, like a parasite type of thing. That was the first.
Yeah.
That was the first movie that
James
like
Gunn?
made me a fan of James Gunn, and that movie came out like in 2006. So that was years way before Guardians, right? It was like 8 years before.
MCU hadn't even started, really.
Right. So it's just like 2 years away from that. So just on that, I mean, his storytelling, his ability to, let's say, interact with all these actors and characters, he just knows how to mix everything from like comedy to horror to action, entertainment, basically. That's
Plus,
James
he gives you. I think the power of watching a movie and making it a good movie. I think it has to make you feel something.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like if the situation is awkward, like when I'm watching a show or watching a movie and the situation is awkward and I can feel the awkwardness, like that tells you something. Like, holy crap, this is good. this is good. You know,
Yeah.
it makes you cry or anything like that, or feel some type of sadness while the character is feeling some type of way too. I think that's good, right? It tells you that they did what they were supposed to do, and it's supposed to connect with the audience and make you feel. Because at the end of the day, it's art, and it's supposed to make you feel.
And that's talent in writing. That's talent in be able to direct and know what will work and what is good. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, before I give you my response on who I'm more excited for, Fantastic Four or Superman Legacy, I will go on here and say that Abisai said Craven. He's excited for Craven. So
even after Madam Web.
Even after Madam Web. I'm gonna go and say that I'm more excited.
Leave Sony alone.
I know. Don't bring Sony into this. Sony's gonna take 2025, 100%. Yeah, they drop Venom 6 next year, so it'll be fine.
Venom 6, skip 2.
skip all of them. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm more excited for Fantastic Four. Only I have nothing against James Gunn or Superman, but like it's been a while since we've had a Fantastic Four movie, you know, and I like Pedro Pascal, cool actor. I like Joseph Quinn. I'm excited to see potentially one of the most iconic villains in the Fantastic Four universe, hopefully in that movie, and I like to see where they set off this next phase of the MCU, perhaps leading into Secret Wars or something, right? And I think I'm less excited for Superman Legacy just because it's, again, we're at the starting point again, right? We're at the very beginning, and we're still left with what could be an abundance of ideas of what route they can take, and we can sit here and keep going about all the things that we do hope to see in this new DCU, but it's still so early on that we just have to wait and see still after Superman Legacy how the next projects roll out. So I think the MCU is the one that I'm a little bit more excited for, honestly, just because they have they can get to something a lot faster right now than I think James Gunn can, due to him establishing a whole brand new universe. So Yomo saying Fantastic Four needs a win. I hope so, man. I hope so. I think Fantastic Four deserves it. Great characters. That would automatically be $1,000 in Hot Toys, by the way. Automatically.
Over.
It's gonna be $300.
300.
The thing alone. Right?
Yeah, the thing alone is gonna be like $325. Yeah, $325. So pure rock. So.
And you said potentially villain. So which one are you referring to? Are you referring to Dr. Doom or what's his name?
Galactus. I don't know if Galactus would be a great first movie super villain.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think so either. Yeah.
Now Dr. Doom would be an overall, I think, should be used as an overall arc villain throughout multiple movies. So I hope we get to see a preview of him in some way. So that's all I'm looking forward to, because I hope we don't go Victor Doom first movie and then get rid of him like they did Kang, and then we never saw Kang again. Like,
that's
as long as he doesn't face any allegations, we're good.
Yeah. So, like they need to keep it controlled with that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, man. Before we wrap this up, we're gonna do this little game that I always like to play, where we try to guess what movie poster I have. So,
oh crap.
Here we go. Let me see if I can share the screen without giving away everything. Normally I have two screens. Right now I'm only down with one. So let's see if I can do this. Actually, you know what? It might be a little bit hard today to be able to do this. Let's see. What happened to those things that I just downloaded?
So you guys would be more excited for Fantastic Four figures than Superman Legacy figures?
No, I'm a DC fan, Rush.
I would, and I'm gonna tell you why.
If Henry Cavill Cyclops, then yes.
Oh wait, hold on. Are we talking DC or are we talking about Marvel figures in
Both of
general, or
them.
Fantastic
Oh
Four?
no. I meant specifically Fantastic Four or Superman Legacy figures.
Look, let me tell you why I'm gonna say Fantastic Four. I'm gonna be fresh off the print with an in-art Henry Cavill Superman. I'm not gonna need a Hot Toys Legacy right away. Like
Right.
let me appreciate that one a little bit. So that's why I think I'm gonna be okay with that one
Fantastic Four?
specifically. Yeah, I'm trying to see what happened to this load. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see if I can do this without giving away this too easily. Trying to see a spot where I can pinpoint. Okay. I'm trying to see where I can do this because I don't want to give it away too easily, but honestly, it's a little bit too easy here. It's a little bit too easy.
We'll see, because
The ones that you've done in the past is like I have no idea what the hell you.
right,
that's what I'm saying.
All right. Let's try this one. This one
Creepy one was Hannibal.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever guessed it correctly, like ever, since you've done it. So
Okay. Yo. What just happened to my picture there? Let's see. Trying to see if it shows up. But I don't know why. I always have a hard time showing these here. I don't want to show the entire screen, but I might have to show the entire screen. All right. If this don't work, I'm just going to have to do it that way. I don't know why it's... There we go. All right. Here you go. First try.
Jeez Louise.
One guess, 30 seconds.
So it looks like birds, or maybe someone falling from a building.
Is this Alien? I don't
looks
think
like it
Alien? No, not Alien.
Looks like it might be an MCU movie.
Could be.
that looks like the Aurora Lights. Like the Northern Lights.
I don't know.
The background, I don't know if it's space or if it's an explosion or smoke.
Honestly, it looks like an egg to me.
Miami
what?
Nemesis Scene, Fantastic
An
Four.
egg.
Oh, okay.
Like an egg.
That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, an egg.
That little green thing, I don't know what it would be.
All right.
This bottom
Any
piece looks
guesses,
funny too.
Any guesses, Joe?
Oh,
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know if the
RoboCop?
green.
RoboCop? Nah, not RoboCop.
I don't think it's RoboCop.
RoboCop wouldn't have green.
I mean, it looks like metal
Bro,
and
they
like
got,
scuff marks.
they got it in the chat, bro.
Oh, they got it in the chat.
Is it Guardians?
It is Guardians. That's crazy. They got it fast.
Oh crap! Okay, all right.
Oh,
Freaking crazy, bro. They got that quick. Like,
Damn, Yomo got it quick, bro.
freaking
Yeah, remember, so it
Yomo.
looks like an MCU movie, right? That's.
I know. I
that's
started
right.
sweating. I was like, God damn it, Gio. I worked so hard to fucking get this, and you got it right away. All right. Good job, Gio.
Yeah.
Or good job. Was it Yomo?
I think it was
Yomo.
Yomo, right? Yeah, it was Yomo.
Yomo got it first.
Yeah.
Miami got it second, though.
Okay. I got one
Maybe
more.
they should join in right here and do this game, cause
Shit. Let me see. Where's the other one? I'm trying to remember what was the other
that's
one.
funny. You never tie it to what the episode's really about, and this time you kind of tied it in.
Dude, I had another.
The next
one,
one's
but
gonna be a DC one then.
I wish. Let's see. I'm trying to see where my other download went. Okay, let's see. Is it this one? Nope. I don't know why it's not loading here. Let's see. Damn. What happened to the other one? Okay. I don't know what's going on here. All right. Let me get into this real quick here. Y'all discuss about if they made the X-Men movies, who would you want to see as Magneto?
That one's hard. I know I've heard things about Giancarlo Esposito.
Ooh,
But
As
obviously
Magneto?
they would have to change. Yeah, they would have to change the background because we just don't know what kind of timeline, like when it's gonna be set. Because obviously, if we go based on his actual backstory that we all know, from the concentration camps and all that stuff back in the 40s, so it's like we don't know where is it gonna take place, and how are they gonna get into the current MCU. But so that's kind of hard to say, like who would cast because of that. Because are they going to stick to the same origin backstory or not?
Man, Giancarlo would be a badass, bro. A badass actor to play Magneto. He played the villain so well.
Yeah. Then hopefully it doesn't get typecast. Maybe he's starting to get a little typecast with playing the villain, but he's
That's
good.
what he's been playing. He plays that the most. I think those are most of his roles, aren't they?
Yeah, I think the majority of his roles are villains. Yeah, or some kind of antagonist or something, right? I can't even.
Yeah.
I'm trying to recall if there's been a character that he's played that he wasn't some kind of villain or antagonist, and I can't even think of any.
I think he's always been the what you just said.
Yeah, unless he had some kind of like small role in a movie that I just don't remember.
I mean, even in the book, he was sort of the bad guy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find something else that. In The Usual Suspects, he wasn't really the bad guy. Have you seen that movie?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's been a long time. I think I saw it when it first came out.
He was a detective-ish, right? Am I recalling that correctly? I think he was more of a detective.
Which one?
The Usual Suspects. Have you seen that movie?
Damn, I don't think I've seen that one.
You should watch that movie, dude. That movie is
Kevin
really
Spacey.
good.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey.
Yo, did y'all see that video that supposedly the Netflix sound is Kevin Spacey from the House of Cards banging on the desk?
No.
Yeah, there was a video that showed that the dun dun noise from Netflix was Kevin Spacey hitting the desk in the House of Cards, and they used it because that was their first original series.
Right, that was the very first one, right?
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, that makes sense.
But
like how saying that. My bad. Go ahead.
No, whoever wants. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know. Go ahead.
You're almost saying that Denzel Washington would be Professor X. Oh, Giancarlo for Professor X, and Denzel Washington.
Oh yeah.
That's Magneto.
Oh yeah, and I heard about that too. And you know how I think it was Stan Lee who made some kind of a correlation between Professor X and Magneto, that they're supposed to be kind of like MLK and Malcolm X in a way. And Denzel Washington, I think he played Malcolm X once. So I mean, it wouldn't be too far-fetched, right? That he'll play like one of those characters. But
you know what, Giancarlo's Professor X would be.
That'd be cool.
That wouldn't be a bad casting either.
I'd be good with that.
Okay, I finally got something. Here we go. All right, let's do it. Hopefully, I don't get too easy, or the chat gets it too easy here.
Guardians 2.
Maybe
it's gonna be DC.
Maybe it is DC actually. Actually, I don't know if it's DC or not. I haven't seen any.
You know what? I'm actually gonna watch The Usual Suspects when we're done here.
Okay. I'm just gonna share my entire screen because I don't know why this don't populate sometimes. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Like, why is it doing this? Damn, it goes away. Okay, fuck it. Here we go. All right, first little teaser right here. Any ideas?
300.
Like straight up, it's like 300.
Damn it, bro.
I kind of thought so. When Juan said 300, that didn't cross my mind at first, but when he said 300, I was like, it's 300.
God damn, that was fast. All right. That was fast. I didn't even get the chat a chance, bro. You gotta let the chat play.
Yeah, that's why I started
That's
laughing.
too
It was like he got it like instantly.
All right. That's it. Cause that took me forever to find one. I was like, bro, I don't know what movies y'all have seen. I was like, I need to get something that y'all are good at. So,
I
bro,
most likely seen the movie. So
I was gonna put what was I gonna put in there? I was gonna put Baby Driver, but I was like, I don't know if people know Baby Driver like right off the top of their head. And I was like, I don't want to make it like impossible.
I like
But
No, we gotta see I gotta see the poster for that. I don't remember it.
okay, so let's see. For like then, so Washington, damn, that was a record time. That was a record time. That was like, I barely shared that sheet, and it was already like, and it wasn't even on the fucking text. I think it was faster than the time that the text was on the freaking picture. Like that shit was fast. All right, so that's it. That's it for tonight, fellas. Appreciate y'all being here tonight. Let me go around the table.
Yeah,
See
thank
what
you,
everybody's
Gio.
got going on. Juan, what you got going on, bro?
Nothing. We're gonna push show 7:30 next week, and then when you bring back the Zio Lounge, I got a figure coming in.
Oh shoot,
Uh,
yeah.
Probably gonna get it time this week actually, because Kit is super fast with the shipping. So I'm kind of dying to open this one. So, but I'm gonna hold off. And this Friday, just try to take a picture and try to make it as good as I can next year. So that's
No,
it.
bro, you're good. I'm excited for Freeze Friday. My boy Abi Saeed is going to be participating in Freeze Friday. He already sent me his shot, so that means that I have to go
Dang.
shoot mine because I hadn't shot mine. So Friday.
wait,
Mhm.
sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Carlos, what is it that you do with the Freeze Friday? So someone sends you like a photo and then you kind of like edit it out and stuff like that?
No. No. Freeze Friday is just like a photo collab. Like you just take a picture and we just share it together. So it kind of like shows up in all our profiles and stuff. Like, so like if I share, like normally Juan participates with me, so he sends me his picture and I post it and we put each other as collaborators. So we get everybody's photo on everybody's profile and stuff like that. So
if you were to comment, then I get the comment as well.
yeah, so it's just a fun way to get people engaged. Also, you get that exposure, right? Because like then your post is being seen across the other person's followers as well. So it's cool. It's just a little small interaction thing, but it just holds me accountable too to post pictures because I like taking like doing pictures, but sometimes I get so lazy that I don't want to get to it, and this pushes me to at least get my creative flow going again. So if you ever feel like taking a picture and sharing it, man, just let me know and we'll put it together. So Abisai he posted some behind the scenes and it already looks sick. So yeah, but what about you, Gio? What you got going on?
Saturday, my movie show, The Met Report, show about movies, entertainment, television, news. I'm gonna do my Oscars predictions, which I do annually. And then I'm gonna do my non-spoiler review of Dune Part 2.
Oh,
So I'll be doing that. I was thinking maybe
You got to see it?
yeah, I saw it on Sunday night. That's why I didn't have my figures.
Whoa.
yeah.
So I saw it Sunday night, and I was thinking maybe I should do a spoiler review, but it's like, well, most people still haven't seen it by Saturday morning, basically. So I was like, I'll just do a non-spoiler review of the movie, and then Sunday.
One word. Give me one word about the movie.
Masterful.
Oh,
I don't want to overhype it though, because when you like overhype something, you hype something, you have like all these expectations. So I don't want to do that. But
well, you just overhyped Superman Legacy for me the entire stream. So
all right.
So I got high expectations right now,
and it's gonna suck now.
It bombs and shit. It flops. No,
Yeah.
that's awesome, man. Okay, so I'm eager to see that. What about Sunday?
Sunday Figures Talk coming back because I obviously skipped last Sunday to watch Dune, but yeah, Sunday night Figures Talk. I think it's episode 6, I believe. So I have a couple guests already lined up, and I have to work on those keep, gift, or destroys there and whatnot. And I'm thinking I may have another matchup for the Figures Talk Championship with a couple of my guests. Danny will get to relax for like a few more weeks still.
Okay.
But for them to get to Danny Spotchka, so I'm gonna have that. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you for coming by once again. For me, what's it tomorrow? Yesterday, we started at the beginning of the stream. I had Sergeant Bananas on there. He was like one of my inspirations when I came onto the community to even create a toy page, I guess, a figure page, and it just made it for me to really challenge myself and to move up in terms of quality and stuff, because his stuff was fantastic and I was not going to be able to create some of that without buying some lights and stuff like that. So that really motivated me to challenge myself a little bit more.
Dude, he came out and tested with Adam Savage and Chen, right? What's his name? I can't think of his name. Is it Ryan Chen? No, that's the sound right. It doesn't sound right.
I don't remember.
Well, it did. Either way, he came out and tested, and I watched all his episodes, dude.
Yeah,
I know. I'm blown away.
That's where I got the trees from, because he used those same trees, like those trees that I got a while back. That's where I got them from. That's why I was like 90 mil the macro lens, like all that. I was like, bro, like, and I was like, dude, the work that he does is fantastic, man. So he was, like I said, huge inspiration. And when I reached out to him, he was like, yeah, sure, I'll come on. I was like, bro, I was like, sure. He'll be like, yeah, sure, sometime I'll get on. He's like, I was like, it's at 7:30 on Mondays. He's like, well, I'm pretty available these next couple of Mondays. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, holy crap. Just a huge fan of him, man. He's a great guy, very humble, like very helpful, very insightful. He's always like responded to me, even when I was like just starting off and stuff. So pretty cool guy. Lord Bulbasaur's Eugene was also there. He is also another like huge inspiration. It was them two the entire way of me just collecting and trying to recreate shots like that. So they were on the stream yesterday with Juan, and Aaron collects, phenomenal guy too. He brought in the Kenobi Vader, and then obviously the WHA-POOSH on Tuesdays, and then on Thursdays, Cop or Drop with the crew. And then, like I said earlier, I'm going to be taking a break from the Zio Lounge. I think it's going to be a little break of 2 weeks, just because on Monday I'm going to be on Brick Artemis's show. So stay tuned for that. And the following Monday, I may still be in Dallas, so I may not be back in time from that. So be about around 2 weeks, and then I'll have a little special guest already. I got something lined up already, so it should be fun. But yeah, man, thanks everybody for joining. Appreciate the chat, whether you're watching live or on the replay. Juan, Gio, it was a pleasure.
Gio,
thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
Joining. Juan, you got this from here?
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Bye.